Hey Mike, how you doing? Rick Mills with Execution Digital Marketing. Hope you're doing well. I spoke with Christina today at your office. Like I told her, I wanted to shoot you this free customized video, just showing you a few tips and tricks to improve your online presence. So, without further ado, I don't want to take too much of your time, but I want to jump right into this. Number one, I want to talk about content. Um, have your website pulled up here, so we'll look at that. Number two, we'll talk about citations. And number three, we'll talk about backlinks. So obviously have your website pulled up here. So when it comes to content, first of all, really nice site, by the way. You've obviously, had some work done on this, or you've done it yourself. It looks really good. A rule of thumb when it comes to Google with content is you want to have a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage. The reason being for that is when Google bots are scrolling websites, to give them authority in certain industries, they're looking for that kind of minimum 1,500 word count on the homepage. That's where they say, you know what, this website is giving a lot of great information and we should rank it higher. So that's why the minimum of 1,500 words. You currently have a few hundred words on your homepage. I know 1,500 words might sound like a lot, but it's really not. At the end of the day, that's what we do. And we make sure that our clients are meeting that and exceeding that to in turn bring you more customers, because that's what this whole video is about. So that's content. So number two, I want to talk about citations, and I think you'll like this part because obviously when we talk about Google search, we talk about buyer intent keywords, and a buyer intent keyword, of course, is I type in, obviously you're based there in LaPorte, Texas. I type that in, I type plumbers in LaPorte, Texas. If somebody types that into Google, they probably live in LaPorte or right around there, and they're looking for a plumber, and they're probably looking for somebody pretty quick. So they want to do their research. They're going to look at this. First thing they're going to see, of course, are ads, and ads are fine. We do a lot of Google ad campaigns. But what we really focus on is the organic things and things that are going to last and you don't have to pay for day in and day out. And so, when we come down to this Google Map Pack, that's what, I was going to talk about next was citations, because that's how we get in here. But lo and behold, there you are, number one in the Map Pack. So congratulations. That's a great thing to have. And this is something that I make sure that our clients are in, because I'm sure it's bringing you a lot of business, getting you a lot of phone calls, making you, top of mind in the area when it comes to that. So great job there. And that's what we do with citations. That's how we boost our clients into this top three of the Map Pack, because as you know, I'm sure, no one's hitting more businesses to find out who else is around. They're going to look at these top three and say, these are the ones that I need to, this is what I need to look at first, right? So great job there. The next thing they're going to do is they're going to scroll down on this Google search, and they're going to find the first local, the first one or two local businesses that are listed on this first page of this search for plumbers in LaPorte, Texas. Okay, and so obviously, you're going to have your Yelp directories, your BBB directories. People instinctively want to see a local business. So they're going to scroll down here, and John Moore Services comes up first. So we'll take a look at that here in a second. And that's the third thing, is we want to talk about backlinks. So when I go over here, this is a software that I pay $400 to $500 a month for. But what it allows me to do is put your website in and really kind of take a look at, what's good, what's bad, what's working, and what's not. And so I punch in, HeatonPlumbing.com. As you can see, by the way, you got relatively strong numbers here. All this number here means is the power of your website, and this number here is kind of the popularity of your website. So good to have some numbers there. A lot of people don't even have that kind of strength. So and then, again, we want to talk about backlinks. That's the third thing we want to talk about, because all a backlink is, and I'm sure you're aware because you have a lot of backlinks. As you can see here, over 3,000 backlinks. is all a backlink is your URL, so heatonplumbing.com, that's linking from other websites across the World Wide Web. So, I always stress this. It's not necessarily a quantity. It doesn't matter how many backlinks you have. You want to have the right backlinks. So it's the quality of the backlinks and how that powers certain keywords and search terms that people are searching. And so 3,000 backlinks is great. It's coming from 95 different websites. That's what this means. And you're ranking for 240 organic keywords. Okay, so let's just take a look at what that is, though, because and this is something that I wanted to show you. So when I type into the words that you're ranking for and you're actually getting traffic from on your website, these first three are what we call branding keywords. That means that they're not buyer intent, unless someone knows your name. They're typing this in because maybe they had somebody referred your name, or they saw your truck and typed it in and said, they're local. But those are from those three words here. This will show you right here. This column here is the traffic. So this is what the number of people that are clicking through from on those words to your website. So what we look for, of course, again, is buyer intent, right? To find a buyer intent, I really had to go down here a little bit. Hot water heater repair Houston is a good, buyer intent keyword. Obviously, they live in Houston. They need hot water, their hot water heater repaired, right? Just to explain to you what this shows here, this says 60. So 60 volume. That means there's 60 searches for that exact keyword every month. Hot water heater repair Houston. And what is that bringing you? It's only bringing you one click through to your website. And as you can see here, you're ranked 12th. So that's the second page of Google. We definitely want to get you on that first page of Google for that, but you're not far off. There's several here where you're on the second page and you're not getting any traffic. So that is something to look at. You may be working on that, which is great. If you are working with another company and it's taken too long, I'd love to talk to you about that as well. So, and then what I want to do is show you an apples to apples comparison. So I showed you on that Google search, John Moore Services. Everyone in Houston knows who John Moore Services is, right? But as you can see here, they've got over 10,300 backlinks. Okay, so almost a little over 3 times the amount of backlinks. Again, you don't have to match the number of backlinks. It's where these backlinks are coming from. And as you can see, they're ranking for over 10,700 words. Now, I know that John Moore is a monster in the marketplace, but let's just look at their keywords because I just want to show you the type of traffic they're getting for buyer intent keywords. So I know you don't service spring. Let's go down here. Plumbers in Pearland. I know that's relatively close to your market. Plumbers in Pearland. This is a great buyer intent keyword, right? People type that in. They're looking for a plumber, and they're looking for you fast. So when we scroll over, 1,400 searches for that per month. That volume is huge. 1,400 searches for that a month. Now, what's John Moore getting out of that? They're getting 106 click-throughs just for that one keyword term. And why is that? Again, because they're ranked on the first page. As you can see, these traffic numbers that they're getting from some of these buyer intent keywords, all over 100 click-throughs on each of these keywords. Plumber Houston, plumbers in Spring, Texas, plumber Woodlands. I know that those north areas aren't necessarily your area, but I'm just showing you as a comparison. But I hope this helps, Mike, and I really would like to talk to you further, find a little bit more about your business and what you're doing to get new customers. But I hope you liked the video, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks a lot.